Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and it's match day 30 in a league, and everything is set up so perfectly. We still have that title race going on. PSG have taken an advantage. They have played 2 games less than Lens, and they have a 4-point lead courtesy of Lens losing last week. You have that race for Champions League football going at it. 5 teams, just 4 points between them. And everything to play for. Then you come back at the bottom for the relegation zone. Still 3 or 4 teams fighting it out to not finish in that 16th place. So every single game is gonna matter yet again in this weekend. So let's go ahead and make our prediction. The first game, it is Lens versus Toulouse. It is second versus Tente. And now Lens know how important this game is. This has to be a win for them. There is no other result than they can afford. They are the home side. They have lost twice in their last 5 games, so it is not looking good that good for them coming into this game. And especially, as I said, PSG now have a 2-game advantage over them. They need to make sure that they win this game. They are playing against a Toulouse side who have lost 3 out of their last 5 games. 3 out of their last 4 games as well, so they themselves are not looking that good. But last time Toulouse played, they were they are playing good football. They are just not getting the results, and unfortunately for Toulouse, I think they are going to face some same sort of result this weekend as well. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game, but I just feel because Lens need some sort of a kick up their backside, I think this is going to be the game that they turn things around to finish the season on a high. I'm going for a very hard 4-2-1 win for Lens. Then we move on to the Saturday's game. It starts with Lorient versus Marseille. It is 9th versus 4th. And now Lorient are having a very good season, a good season back in the Liga. It looks like they're fighting at the moment to finish in the top 10. And I think at the way that they are playing, they might end up finishing the top 10. I think it will be a very good season for them. Playing against a Marseille side who is fighting to stay in those Champions League places. They want to finish in the top 3 at least. And I think they are just a point behind Lille, who are at 3rd. Marseille currently at 4th. They won last weekend after 2 consecutive defeats, so it was a turning around for them. They played against Metz, so it was an easy game for them. I think it will be a tough game. Lorient are not in a good form. 1 win in their last 5 games, and Marseille themselves, like, they've lost twice in their last 3 games, so it's not like Marseille are flying high. I think it will be a very tough game. I think it will be a very tight game, and I would not be surprised if Marseille ending up dropping points here. But I think just because it's Lorient are not playing that good and they are all over the place, I'm giving Marseille the edge. But I don't think we are going to get that many goals in this game. I'm going for a very tight 1-0 win for Marseille. Then it's Angers versus Ligue. It's 13th versus 14th. It's a big game. Angers have a 4-point a lead over Ligue, and Ligue are still is struggling with that relegation battle. I think this could be the game where if Ligue end up winning, they could create a space between them and the 2 teams below them, and but at the same time they can drag Angers down to them as well. But the forms of both these teams are not really good. Ligue coming into this game winless in their last 5 games. Angers winless in their last 4 games. So like both of them are coming in this game with with a bad run of form, and I expect that to continue for both of them. If I'm being very honest, I think it's going to be a very, very physical game. I think both of them are going to have a real go at it, but I just don't see a winner out of it, and unfortunately I just don't see a goal out of this in this game as well, and that is why I'm going for a 0-0 draw between Angers and Ligue. Up next, it's Lille versus Nice. It's 3rd versus 15th. Now, at the start of the season, if anybody would have said that, with just 5 games to go, Nice would be in a relegation zone, nobody would have expected it. But here we are. They are struggling really much. They've just won once in their last 5 games, and they need all the help that they can get. But they are going away to a Lille side who are flying at the moment. Undefeated in their last 5 games, 4 wins in a row, and they are holding on to that Champions League position. They want to qualify for the Champions League without wanting to play that extra game and finish in the 4th. They are currently 3rd and at the lead against all the teams that are against them for that race in the Champions League. And I think with the way that they are playing and with the way that Nice are playing and Lille on the home side as well, I just don't see any other result apart from Lille, and I think it's going to be a convincing win as well. I think they're not going to win. They are themselves. They are going to hamper Nice's chances of staying in Liga as well. I am going for a very convincing 3-0 win for Lille. Moving on, it's Monaco versus Auxerre. It's 7th versus 16th. And now Monaco, are in a really good run of form. They were winning games left, right, and center until last weekend, where they suffered a shock defeat, and that really pushed them out of the top 6. They are currently 7th at the table, and they need to get back to winning ways. They are playing against an Auxerre side who are currently 16 at the table. They're just 4 points away from a safety from Nice, and with Nice playing before them. And if they end up losing, like I think Auxerre are going to have that extra motivation in this game to go ahead and do something really special here. Their form has not been that good. Just one win in their last 5 games, but they're undefeated in their last 3 games. So that gives them some sort of confidence in going into this game. But they are going up against a Monaco side who are going to be hurt after what happened last weekend. The way they were, basically humiliated by Paris FC Monaco. I think they are going to want some revenge. And unfortunately for Auxerre, I think they are going to be on the receiving end of it. I would be very, very surprised if Monaco don't win this game. And I would be very, very surprised as well that if they end up drawing this game. I think they are going to win it, and I think they are going to win it convincingly as well. And unfortunately, I think they are going to hurt Auxerre, not just because they are going to defeat them. I think they are going to hurt their goal difference as well. I am going for a very convincing 4-0 win for Monaco. Then you have Metz versus Paris FC. It's 18th versus 12th. Two teams who came up from Ligue 2 last year. Metz are all over the place. They are bottom of the table, and unfortunately, it looks like that they are going to go back straight down. They are winless in their last 5 games with 3 defeats in those 5 games. They got defeated by Marseille last weekend as well. They are playing against a Paris FC side who are undefeated in their last 5 games, 2 wins in those 5 games as well. And the way that they played against Monaco, I mean, their confidence is going to be skyrocketed with after that performance. They completely humiliated them, and it was important for Paris FC to win that game because now they have a good amount of buffer between them and the teams below them. And I think it is going to continue in this game. I just don't see Metz getting anything out of it. As I said, Paris already are playing really good, and the way I think their confidence is going to be really high, and Metz confidence is all over the place. I am expecting goals, and I'm expecting quite an easy win. I'm going for a 3-1 win for Paris FC. And it's Nantes versus Brest. It's 17th versus 11th. And now it feels like Nantes are going to get relegated, unfortunately for them. And their form is not really helping them. They're winless in their last 5 games. 4 defeats in 5, if I'm not in the last 5 games for them. And it doesn't look like anything is going to happen, if I'm being very honest. They are playing against a Brest side who are all over the place at the moment. 3 defeats in a row for them. So there's some sort of hope for Nantes to get something out of this game. But they are the way they are playing, I just don't see it happening. They need some sort of a miracle. They're 5 points behind Auxerre at 16. So if they can somehow pull a win here, they can decrease that gap between them and Auxerre and try to get out of the the bottom 3 and have a go at that still stay in that 16th position. But at the way they are playing, I just don't see it happening. I don't think any one of these teams is going to win this game. I'm expecting a draw here. I'm going for a 1-0 draw between Nantes and Brest. Then you have Strasbourg versus Rennes. It's 8th versus 6th. Now Strasbourg have recently sort of gotten out of the race for those Champions League places, but there's still an outside chance that they might qualify for the European places. They are they're 6 points behind Rennes at the moment. They are undefeated in their last 5 games. Strasbourg, but 3 of them have been draws, and those draws are the reason that they are in a way currently out of the contention for those Champions League places. They are going away to they are the home side. They are playing against a Rennes side who themselves are fighting for those European places. 2 defeats in their last 5 games have not really helped, and their form is not that good coming into this game. And Strasbourg know this is a big opportunity for them to come close to those European places with a win here. And I have a sneaky feeling they are going to be able to do that. I think they get they are going to shock Rennes here, and they're going to get the job done. I'm going for a very hard 2-1 win for Strasbourg. And we end the weekend with that massive game between PSG and Lyon. It's 1st versus 5th. I think PSG know how important this game is, how crucial this game is. Their form in Ligue has not been that good. Their performances have not been that good. They have won 4 out of their last 5 games, but performances-wise, it has not been that smooth for PSG this season. And the way that they played in the Champions League, that is going to give them a lot of confidence going into this game. They are playing against a Lyon side who are fighting to get into those Champions League places. Their form has been a bit worse than PSG. 2 wins in their last 5 games, so it's not like they are flying high going into this game. but it's a massive game. You don't know what the result out of this game. Anything can happen when these two meet up, and you are gonna have a Lens on Lyon side, and hoping that Lyon can do themselves a favor. At the same time, you are gonna have like teams like Lille, Marseille, Rennes, all of them hoping that PSG can do them a favor and defeat Lyon here. I'm expecting a very entertaining game of football, and I have a sneaky feeling we are not gonna get a winner here. I'm going for a very entertaining 3-all draw between PSG and Lyon. And these are my predictions for match day 30 in a Liga. Let me know what you guys think of my predictions in the comment section below. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Let me know in the comments below. Like the video, share it as well. Click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers before the end of the season, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.